What's your name?
Chris Ryder.
How do you spell that?
CHRISRYDER.
What's been the most rewarding part of being an electrician?
The most rewarding part of being an electrician is getting to see the ground up to the completed stage of a job. So when you start with, bare dirt and then building a building and running power throughout the building, lighting, and then turning it on and seeing it complete at the end.
How do you continue learning and keeping up with new electrical codes or technologies?
So up until recently, Idaho had a 3-year continuing education cycle. So every 3 years I would have to do a 24-hour update pertaining to the National Electrical Code to familiarize myself with the new codes that have come out, as the code is updated every 3 years. They changed that to where you no longer have to do that, but I still choose to, just to keep myself educated on what the latest and greatest and is going on in the electrical pertaining to the code.
What does a typical day on the job look like for you?
Typical day looks like me getting up pretty early, 5 a.m. And I'll typically get to the job site around 7:30, depending on what I'm doing that given day. And then depending on what I am doing that given day kind of dictates how the rest of my day looks. If I'm working on a residential remodel, it's pretty much a lot of attic and crawl space. If I'm working on a retail setting, it's running a lot of pipe, EMT conduit, working out of lifts. And then if I'm working in an industrial application, like a wastewater treatment plant, it's running more pipe, but a different variety of it, and kind of a lot of pulling wire and hooking up devices. That's kind of what it looks like in a variety of different things.
What advice would you give somebody who's interested in being an electrician?
The advice I'd give somebody would be to do their research, talk to as many people as they can in the trade. If you have the opportunity to shadow somebody, that's something I'd really recommend, because that gives you the best idea of what you would see from a day-to-day perspective. And you just look online. There's a lot of resources out there that I think can really give you an idea of what you would expect if you were to decide to do this.
What's the best electrician job that you've had? What model or what type of job?
The best, job that I've worked on would be, we did a control upgrade at a plant in downtown Boise that intakes unprocessed milk and basically filters it and gets it ready for production to be sold. And we were upgrading the existing automation of this to a new system, and it involved kind of tracing out how the current system worked, as there was no preset of plans, and basically identifying how everything worked and being able to integrate that into the new automation plan, and having to run pipe and wire to all the new devices, and basically so everything could function all together. So that was a really cool project to do.
What would you say is a pro and a con of working blue collar?
A pro of working blue collar is I don't see the same thing every day. I am constantly all over the place. I work primarily in the valley, but I've worked a lot in McCall, Hells Canyon. So you get to see a good variety of things. Nothing's ever the same. I'm constantly learning. The con would be it's physically and mentally strenuous. There can be a lot of hours worked. Working 60 hours a week isn't super uncommon, and overtime that takes a toll on a person. So
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
you're welcome. Thanks.